Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading. We're going to check in with whatever you need to know at this point and see where you're at, where's your energy, and what is actually coming towards you. What is the current energy for Gemini? Ooh, that's a lot of overthinking, stress that you're actually keeping inside, okay? It's like you got a lot of worries on your head and it's like you don't really find the right outlet. And with the Seven of Cups, you keep on kind of like circling back to like either old emotions or old stress, and then there has been a lot of just a lot of stress on your mind that you have been unable to release. All right. And I feel like you are not talking to people about it. You're trying to keep it mainly to yourself, which is maybe quite unusual, right? You maybe, if you're not sure who you can trust with or who you can confide this energy with. Maybe there is also like an energy of like not truly feeling safe in regards to expressing your worries, expressing your stress. Okay, but there's definitely something that you may need to do, because look at that. We've got the Ten of Wands here, which is absolutely talking about like a stress overload, right? Like this is where everything kind of like piles up and it's like, okay, can we get a break now, please? Can we just get a break and get over with it? Because I don't want to carry this anymore. It's like a big burden on your back that keeps on piling up. It's like, I feel like you're maintaining yourself very strong, but you don't have like boundaries towards yourself when it comes to overthinking a situation. And because of this anxiety and overthinking, you may make the wrong decisions as well with the Seven of Cups. Okay, so there's definitely a need to put things to rest, whatever you can, like put some responsibilities to rest, log off, click off, kind of like don't be in that social, maybe on like Instagram, like the social pressure might be also a little bit too much and it's just adding more. Gosh, I'm so sorry for that. I can completely understand the energy that you're in, and that's why I'm kind of like going on and on and on about it. But let's see, we've got the Fool coming through for you. So there is absolutely a new start, a new beginning. What's your advice here? Yeah, the Moon. You might be a bit stressed out about things that may not even have happened yet. Okay, we got the Page of Cups reversed, the Two of Wands, and the King of Cups. So you have a water sign here. But this water sign can be sometimes emotionally very inconsistent, all right? Like they don't always open up emotionally, or they can be very childish. You may have like a hard time to kind of like communicate your stress to them. You got the King of Wands. So there might be two people that you are also going back and forth on, like you don't know which one to choose. This feels like you're almost at this crossroad and you're like afraid to make the wrong decision, because one person on your mind really strains your emotions and energy. Like you have a very deep emotional connection with this individual. However, the other person is a little bit more outgoing, a little bit more adventurous, and they really show up in your current life. However, you're not sure which one to choose. So there is going to be a new decision to take some sort of risk when it comes to a relationship in your life. However, I do feel like you're worried, because if you do take this decision towards someone else, then you might, lose some emotional access to this emotional King of Cups. How does this King of Cups feel about you? King of Swords. See, they're being a little bit emotionally distant and cold. King of Swords is a very straightforward, cold and detached type of individual. I mean, like, even if they do have feelings, they do not really move on these emotions. So they move on logic. They move on like, this doesn't make sense, or this makes sense, this isn't logic. Like, they are calculated. Whereas the King of Cups is more like, they go after what they feel. And this one doesn't do that. The King of Swords only goes after what they think is logically correct. Okay. How about the other person that's about to enter? Honestly, look at this. Look at this. The Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. I feel like, obviously, the Ten of Pentacles is someone that is there for the long term, really wants a partner that matches their energy, that is creative, that is confident, but also has a long-term plan, a long-term goal of stability, family, commitment, relationship, marriage. Okay, like, if you feel like your person with this King of Cups, King of Swords energy is just too much in their headspace and is bringing you more stress than good, Spirit is saying, like, go for the new one, or go for that new passionate beginning, because that could lead you to, you know, have a lot of fulfillment and growth, respect. Like, this person will allow you to actually flourish in life rather than sit here in that stressful dynamic where you keep on holding back because you don't want to constantly tell them like your worries about the future with them or how they treated you, right? So Seven of Cups is absolutely showing that you need to make decisions. Yeah, and definitely not with the person that is constantly messing up your system with a betrayal, with an ending, with a harsh detachment, harsh words. Like, there is some sort of painful cycle that you keep on reopening just to get like a closure. And it feels like, okay, if this is like the pattern, it's time for you to really move away from that. Yeah, Gemini. It's time to finally have like your own closure in this situation. So this is absolutely going to be for some of you that really needed to hear this message. And even if this new person hasn't shown up in your reality yet, the Seven of Cups is saying that it is out there. However, you may be focused on the wrong person. Yeah, healing the heart, toxicity, addiction, abusive relationship. Yeah, this is a mentally abusive relationship of someone that gives you emotional nurture and comfort, but then gets emotionally unstable and then gets cold, and then there is like pain, betrayal, arguments. Yeah, it's the Sword of Rose. Revelation, honor and protection and determination, clarity and truth. So this is where you need to make that decision for yourself. And you know, roses, what I wanted to say something, but it's just like slipped away. Like, I wanted to say almost like a poem or something, but like, yeah, roses can sting, it can hurt. And yeah, it was a beautiful, loving connection with the King of Cups, but this is not how you want to keep on proceeding forward as well. And that Sword of Truth is absolutely saying that if you want stability, future, commitment, and someone that is actually loyal, that really suits your energy, rather than you wringing yourself into different type of stress modes, absolutely let go of this specific person. Very straightforward. Obviously, it's just a tarot reading, so it's going to be your choice on how to do that and if you want to do that. But let me know if this even rings a truth for you. And obviously it's your choice. Never take a reader's advice. It's just like the current energies for the moment that are absolutely indicating that that part was very stressful. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much, Gemini, and I'll catch you very soon in the next one. Take care.